Hello and welcome to day 4 of 30 Days of Sketches, Christy's Beautiful Life, round 13. Our sketch today is from Miss Carrie's Creations, and it's beautiful. I love the colors in this, but I didn't have many, just one photo or two photos in these old Walt Disney World photos. So I picked the one with the Winnie the Pooh hat, and what I'm doing is I went to the Cricut, and with the old art booking collection, along with March SVG file, I took some clouds from the March SVG file and made more branches or more sets of leaves for the tree. So I've cut those out on the Cricut, and then I'm inking the edges of all the cut pieces. So these clouds I've turned into extra green for the tree. And then I went to my stash and I pulled out a piece of the retired Carolina cardstock, and I just thought I would go ahead and, using my emery board, sand out some clouds in the background of this paper. And I'm trying to use circular motion so that they're cloud-like, but I don't want the clouds to necessarily overpower all of the paper pasting. This is not a traditional layout for me or a traditional style, but I do love Winnie the Pooh, and so going outside of my comfort zone, I'm using some store-bought stickers, and I'm trying to combine multiple stickers, and this really is working against my sensibilities for scrapbooking, but I like the layout and I think it works. I'd like to remind you, while you're watching me put my tree together, to go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Give it a thumbs up and share the video. That helps us out a lot. Anybody that's doing these 30 days of sketches, you can send us some love. Just put a really nice comment, something you really liked. It just makes our day, and it helps support this channel. It makes it a little easier to grind through some of the not so fun parts of having a YouTube channel. So here I'm going to cut the photo down to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, thinking that I was going to mat it and have a 4x4 photo with mat. And I'm trying it in different places, and I really like how it looks here at the bottom of the tree, but I'm kind of going for the iconic image that's in the Winnie the Pooh books, if you're familiar with Winnie the Pooh with the balloon going up into the tree to get some honey because his jars of honey are empty, and all of his friends are around the bottom of the tree or bounced up into the tree. And so again, like I said, I'm kind of going outside of my comfort zone by using these multiple stickers. Some have glitter background, some have really large white backgrounds around their stickers. I do end up trimming some of those, but you see me take the sticker off camera, and what I'm doing is I'm putting it on an embossing buddy or putting some baby powder or cornstarch on it so that it doesn't stick to the paper until I know exactly where I want it. So here I'm going to have Tigger bouncing in the tree, but again, even with thin cuts, I don't like a real wide white border. So I trimmed that down off Tigger. I will end up doing that on Roo and Eeyore as well. But Tigger, I didn't need to use the embossing buddy on. I knew he was going to be at the top of the tree looking down on everybody. And then there's these two little bees that are on this sticker sheet. And I was looking, I know that I have some bees in my collection, but I wasn't sure how I could incorporate them. I didn't think stamping them would work. So having these two bees that were from the sticker sheet worked out perfectly. If there's any questions that you have, be sure to ask in the comments below the video, or in the description below the video, are supplies that I use and tools that I like. The Amazon links, I am part of the Amazon Affiliate Association, or Associate Affiliate Program, one of those things. And so if you do order through those links, I will receive, or I could receive, compensation for it. So here I'm trimming off a little bit of the extra wide border on Roo. And then looking back at the sketch that Carrie created, I really like how she had the focal point kind of on the left center, but then also something in the bottom right. So I'm using honeycomb from the Sweetest Honey collection, I think from going on 2 years ago now. And so I used the thin cuts for that, and I'm just playing around. I'm not sure what I want to do. If you've seen any of those scrapbook pages where people have kind of torn the edge and put another paper, underneath it, that was where I was thinking I wanted to go. But then I decided I would just kind of make a whole honeycomb background down here so that I would have a place to land. I have a pressed penny from Disney World that I believe is Pooh and Eeyore, and so I'm going to go ahead and attach that to my scrapbook page. So I'm connecting these honeycomb pieces with just some paper tape. This some people use it for bandages, but I bought a set of rolls. Somebody had it at a garage sale or a rummage sale, I think at a church, and so I went ahead and purchased these. It's been the best tape because it's a washi tape in the sense that it's a paper tape, but it's just white, doesn't have any color to it, and I just really like it. It has also a little bit of stretch. I wish I knew where to tell you to get more of it, but I absolutely loved it. So here I'm just playing around with interlacing all of these honeycomb pieces that I have thin cut. And then as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, first of all, that this is out of my comfort zone and that it's okay. It's going to be a fun layout. It's going to make for more interest in the book, that they're not necessarily all matchy-matchy layouts. I still have my thread color of candy apple that's in the balloon, and also my shirt is obviously that color, because that's what I'm doing this month. For all 30 days, or as many as I can get in, I am going to be doing the old Walt Disney World photos that we have from the 90s. Some might be from the early 2000s, but I think they're all from the 90s. And some of the photos are double exposed. And so one of the challenges that I've had with these, I've looked at them multiple times to do, and I've always just put them away because mentally they were too difficult. So I am tackling them now. It's going to get done, and I'm bringing you along on the journey, hopefully to encourage you to go ahead and just start with some of the things that have been standing in your way to make progress. Or maybe you don't have that problem, but I do. So here again, I'm using a balloon and a bee on that honeycomb to kind of make a little cluster of embellishments down there, and it also gives some red balance to my shirt and the other balloon. There are 2 playlists in the description below the video. One is for everybody that's playing with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches this month, and the other one is just for my 30 Days of Sketches challenges that I've done.